Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This reading is for the sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. You guys are last this month, last but not least, especially since it is your birthday season. So happy birthday to all you Tauruses out there, whether you celebrated already or it's still coming up. This is going to be your May monthly reading, and then we'll also get your bonus birthday reading at the end, okay? So let me just give the cards a quick shuffle. Universe, source of all the angels, ancestors, spirits, spirit guides. What are the messages for my Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign? I feel like you could, I'm seeing lots of air energy, okay, as well as some water energy here. So you could be dealing with an air sign. Could be some confusion going on right now in terms of emotions. To me, it feels like it's very, it's almost like the past is resurfacing and perhaps impacting on people's present state of emotions, okay? That's the energy that I'm getting here. Saw the Three of Pentacles, now the Four of Pentacles. So lots of Pentacles energy. That's you, Taurus, your Earth energy, right? I'm going to cut the card there with the Four of Pentacles, because I feel like this is pertaining to the stability of a situation, whether it's a relationship, whether it's work, whether it's just like in your home life, a friend group. Five of Wands, so definitely there could be some conflict going on right now. This card just made an appearance in the Pisces reading, and I feel like it's come up in another reading as well. We'll probably clarify this card, okay? So it could be fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, could be some internal conflict going on, or you could be having some external conflict, right? Like an argument, disagreement with someone, could be with a fire sign, could also be with an air sign is what I'm feeling, okay? So again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. In your future energy, you have the Princess of Pentacles, your energy here, Taurus, with the Pentacles, right? Earth energy. This could be talking about moving forward with something or with someone, okay? Perhaps making some kind of investment, starting or studying something new. This card coming up in the reverse, it could be that there's either like a pause or a delay, or again, not sort of moving forward with something here. Again, probably another card that will clarify in this reading for you here, Taurus. Nine of Cups reverse coming up in the past, wish fulfillment. It does feel like there was something very disappointing here, okay? It feels very past, feels like a past sort of relationship here, okay? With all of the cups, water energy coming up here. I feel like, you know, I do feel like, I was gonna say, I feel like one person wanted it, one person didn't. That's not entirely true. Could be that both of you really wanted it. It just feels like there was a lot of, again, sort of conflict or consternation, lots of arguing in this situation. I do also feel like perhaps there was an element of immaturity, okay, whether it was on one side or both sides, that kind of thing. But yeah, it just feels like there were a myriad of sort of issues that came up, okay, in between this, and that prevented this Nine of Cups from coming into fruition. Again, we can clarify that card since it's coming up in the reverse. Lots of reversals coming out for you here, which happened in a few of the earlier readings, but not so much recently, but it's happening here. Five of Swords reverse, surrendering energy, okay, more air energy coming into this is air energy coming into the reading, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but air has been, the reason I said more, air has been featuring very, very strongly in a lot of the readings so far. Okay, so if you have air placements or you're dealing with an air sign, you may want to go check that out. This is a surrendering kind of energy, okay? I feel like this is just not, it's interesting that it's sort of juxtaposed against this Five of Wands, right? This is like really sort of like getting down in the muck. You know, it's almost like, you know, the phrase of like someone basically trying to drag you down to their level. This is the engaging in that, being down at that level. Okay, whereas to me, the Five of Swords, it's like putting your swords down, right? A lot of times Five of Swords depicts like figures sort of walking away from a fight, okay? And I'm getting that sort of surrender energy here with that Five of Swords as well. Just sort of surrendering to the situation as it is, not really fighting or working hard to try to change it, because it's almost like, I'm almost seeing like pushing buttons. Like if you press too hard, it's like you're gonna push, okay? Push whatever is trying to come towards you away is what it feels like. And we have the Ten of Cups reverse, okay? So definitely could have been a situation involving love, could definitely have been a situation involving marriage. Again, it does feel like, you know, there was a desire here. There was perhaps a lot of passion here, okay, a lot of love. But again, there's like these external sort of factors, this external conflict. It's like it's almost wore away at it. I'm almost seeing like the light, the love sort of all just being drained out of a situation, slipping away from a situation, okay? And again, surrendering to that energy. So let's get, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles reverse, all right, with a 10 of Wands. Feels like this was a burdensome situation. May have also had some monetary impacts, okay? So let's go. We're actually probably going to clarify most of these cards here for you, Taurus. So you guys are definitely going to have one of the longer readings. And again, you're also going to get a birthday spread. So clarify the 5 of Wands. The Star card, healing is coming into the situation, okay? Aquarian energy, air energy. I feel like there could very well be like an Aquarius who just shows up to sort of help you out of this. I'm almost seeing like a guiding hand coming in to help you out of the situation. But also you're really learning a lot about yourself and your own self-care, your own self-love, how to really take care of yourself, how to really heal yourself, right? From any things that may not go your way, because things don't always go our way, right? But it feels, the healing energy that's here feels very transformative. It also feels like it might be tied to the Scorpio full moon that we had earlier this week. Okay, so if you have Scorpio in your chart, dealing with a Scorpio, that kind of thing, you may want to check that out, or if this message is just resonating, period. Clarify the 9 of Cups reverse. Clarify the, or you know what, no, clarify the Princess of Pentacles reverse. Clarify the Princess. Hangman. Piscean energy here, okay? I do feel like, it could be that someone is wanting you to move forward with something new, some type of investment. Again, could be studying something new, starting something new, work-related, or even in a relationship. I feel like you're very much in this contemplative mode, right? This Hangman mode, again, Pisces energy. But what is the Hangman all about? It's about getting that introspection, getting kind of that bird's eye view. And this card too has made a couple of appearances in the reading so far. And with that, this, you know, sometimes I see this halo as like a sun, but to me, it's actually been representing more that moon energy, that Scorpio full moon that we had earlier in the week, really casting light and providing illumination on a situation, okay? Allowing your intuition to really speak to you and guide you in that way. I feel like that's what you're going to be doing. Because again, it felt like there was a lot of confusion, consternation, conflict in a previous situation. Perhaps those past feelings are coming back up right now. And so your guides are really trying to get you to get a clear bird's eye view of the situation. Oh, look at that. I didn't even see the 8 of Cups had also flipped out here. Again, this feels very related to a past person, okay? I feel like both of you actually may have water energy in your chart, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, or again, this is just involving a situation in which both of your emotions, both of your passions, both of your love were involved. But I do feel like there's a walking away kind of energy here, which has been pervasive throughout all of the readings, including the full moon and Scorpio reading. And I do feel like one person perhaps does have a little bit of regret, sadness, shame around that, the parting, the way that things have happened, the way that things have sort of fallen apart or fallen out, okay? This card too, this 8 of Cups, as well as, no, that was in the last reading, as well as the 5 of Cups has made several appearances in these readings too. The 5 of Cups just appeared in the Pisces reading that I just did. And again, we have Pisces energy here with that Hangman, right? Okay. I need to give the cards one more shuffle. I'm seeing Temperance energy. So balance is coming. It's like balance is being restored. Okay. I feel like this is very interpersonal to you though, Taurus. Clarify the 9 of Cups reverse. So we have the 5 of Pentacles reverse coming out of the cold. Okay. Could definitely, in the past, you could have been dealing with another earth sign, if not a water sign as mentioned. So a Capricorn, Taurus like you, or a Virgo, not Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. I like seeing the 5 of Pentacles coming up reverse because it's talking about getting out of the cold, okay? No longer feeling left out of the cold, okay? With that 9 of Cups reverse. It's very interesting because again, 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment. So when the 9 of Cups is reversed, it's like not receiving, not having success, or, you know, not receiving what it is that we thought that we wanted, okay? And yet at the same time, it's being clarified by the Five of Pentacles reverse, right? So again, Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold, perhaps experiencing even some monetary issues. So with Five of Pentacles in the reverse, it's like coming up out of that, coming out of any, especially monetary troubles, but also coming out of this feeling of feeling, again, left out or feeling a little bit less than. So it's almost like, you know, I mean, this is like life, right? Like we can't always get everything that we want, but it's almost like there was like a blessing in disguise kind of going on here is what the energy that I'm feeling. Clarify the Five of Swords reverse. So you have the Four of Wands moving into perhaps a commitment, okay, engagement, marriage. Again, it feels like there's a new energy sort of entering the situation with this Aquarius energy here. And this is just talking about being on a new path and building a new foundation, being on a new path towards stability, security, and commitment, okay? Again, with the solo figure on the card, it feels very interpersonal, though it may be involving other people, another person, or be, you know, regarding sort of a work situation or some sort of external situation. Feels like this is a deeply personal as well as spiritual transformation. And again, that energy too has been pervasive throughout the readings. Let's clarify the 10 of Cups, and then we'll get your oracle guidance for this spread, and then we'll go into your birthday reading. So we have the Queen of Pentacles with the Six of Swords. Okay, more earth energy here. Okay, so definitely could be you here. Taurus could also be, sometimes, I sometimes also get Virgo with that Queen of Pentacles, less so Capricorn, but it could be, okay, if you have those or those signs rather, or you're dealing with one of those signs. Again, I feel like there's an energy with the Six of Swords of not moving forward here, okay? And you do have the Princess of Pentacles coming up reverse. But again, it's like, I feel like, which reading was it? I think it was Aquarius earlier. It felt like two very divergent paths. Like again, someone coming up out of the cold, moving into stability, abundance, success, and security, and someone else feeling like they really sort of dropped the ball, missed the boat, okay? A missed sort of opportunity coming in here. And they're not being forward movement, okay? Yeah, I'm literally seeing that like one person is moving forward and one person isn't. Perhaps they're staying stagnant, stuck or stagnant. Perhaps they're regressing. Could be a number of reasons. There could very well be, again, some issues involving money here, okay? And I'm also seeing now, which seemed more of like a past energy, but now it's like, I'm almost seeing it like returning. There could be an issue with drinking or just some type of substance abuse, okay? And yeah, we have the Chariot coming up reverse. I keep missing cards that are flipping over as well. The Chariot coming up reverse. There is no movement forward here in terms of this past person. Again, could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. I'm also seeing air here with that Six of Swords, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But it's like there's no forward movement in this situation, okay? Again, it's almost like all of the love, the light, the potential, the passion, it's like it was drained. It's like there's no more gas left in the tank is what I'm seeing here. You have the Moon card coming up the bottom, Pisces energy. And again, I did just film the Pisces reading there. The Moon can speak to things that are not yet known to us. And again, with that Scorpio full moon that we had earlier in the week, to me, that is really providing a lot of light and illumination, okay? Really highlighting for us what our quote unquote truth is, okay? And I feel like that's sort of what's also playing into what we're seeing here in terms of two disparate paths, okay? And that is, yeah, it was Aquarius that I picked that up on earlier. I might name your reading the same thing, or I'll have to come up with something a little bit more original, right? Okay, Taurus, let's get your numerology guidance. I think I'm just gonna do a numerology card for y'all for this one, and then for your birthday spread, I'll pull a couple more, okay? So you'll get a few in there, don't worry. What are the messages for Taurus? Okay, this just came up for Pisces too. Very interesting, especially if you have Pisces in your chart, you're dealing with a Pisces. Look at that. Number 9, completion is coming in here. It says parenting, okay? So there could be issues of parenting going on in this situation, or issues with your parents. Perhaps you're working on, right? And a lot of the collective is going through this right now, sort of healing family trauma, family issues, okay? So it doesn't have to be specifically related to parenting. Also, as I mentioned in the Pisces reading, the connotation that I'm picking up in some of these readings is that there's a person or an energy or a party that is a little bit immature, right? And so although they may be an adult, it's like they almost operate more at like a childlike level, which in some respects is good, right? Following, nurturing our inner child, having a childlike wonder, creativity, hope, right? But in other ways, not so good, right? If we don't communicate properly, right? We sort of communicate if someone is emotionally stunted, I guess is what I'm trying to say. There may be messages here about not necessarily like parenting that person, right? Because we're not their parents, we can't reparent them, but almost, you know, recognizing that aspect about them, and then really almost the same way that you would sort of like a child or a baby like doesn't know better, and you would be like, okay, here, let me sort of teach you with love and understanding and compassion, as opposed to lashing out. Okay, I don't know why I've been feeling like that little sort of caveat, but I have, so I just want to say that. So I'm going to read from the book, read the affirmation, and then again we'll get into your birthday reading. So it says, this card indicates that you have a natural gift for parenting and working with children. Perhaps you have a child or children of your own, or maybe there are children within your extended family or circle of friends. Maybe you play the parental role within your relationships with others who tend to behave like children. Whatever the case may be, your ability to teach, nurture, and guide the next generation raises the vibration of the world. Every ounce of time, attention, love, and support you invest in a child pays dividends down the road. This is a time to honor and embrace the significant role you play in the life of a child, whether it is your own or that of a partner, neighbor, relative, client, or friend. Don't underestimate the importance of your unconditional love and guidance, because even a small gesture can have a massive impact on a child's life. That's so true, right? And you know, early childhood years are so important in terms of our, you know, overall development. They're just so formative. So the affirmation says, I love and nurture children and make the world a brighter place. I love that. Okay. Okay, perfect. I'm just trying to think of what spread I'm gonna do for y'all for your birthday reading. So let me clear these cards off. Okay, so we're gonna use a different deck for your birthday reading. This is the Morgan, I'm just trying to make sure, oh yeah, we're still filming. Okay, the Morgan Greer Tarot, look at that, the Chariot's right there. But remember, the Chariot came up in your last one in the reverse, okay? Gonna do a 6-card reading for y'all here. We'll probably clarify a little bit less than we did in the last reading. What are the birthday messages for Taurus Spirit? Y'all are enjoying your birthday season despite everything that's going on. Sun card there at the bottom feels like a good place to cut. Okay. So 6 card, this is like called a pyramid reading. 8 of Cups, walking away from past emotional attachments, but I do feel like there's trouble or difficulty here, okay? And there's that Page of Swords, which alludes to that sort of immature energy. This does feel like a little bit of a follow-on from the last reading with the Empress card. Okay, which can reflect you, Taurus, okay? And also if you're dealing with an air sign, I feel like a lot of the air readings have had notes of pregnancy. Gemini in particular, I remember. Aquarius, I can't remember, and Libra, I can't remember so much. But yeah, if you're dealing with a Gemini, you might want to check that out. And there was another sign as well where this energy of pregnancy came in, and oftentimes that's what I pick up on the Empress card. But we'll get to that in a second. Ace of Cups reverse. Again, notice all the cups coming up here in the reverse. This imagery of love, of passion being lost, okay? I feel, it's like I'm seeing like a pouring out kind of energy. You have the 5 of Pentacles here now in the upright, feeling left out in the cold. We probably will clarify that. With the 9 of Swords. Okay, what's going on here? Again, I feel like Taurus, this could be related to someone outside of you, okay? Again, a water sign, another earth sign, or perhaps a air sign here, okay, with the 9 of Swords energy. We are going to clarify. I do feel like maybe someone came in with some sort of offer, an apology, they want to talk, okay? Again, feels like it could be someone related to the past, and with the Knight of Cups, definitely more water energy there, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. With the 8 of Cups reverse, again, walking away from past emotional attachments. This is the imagery that I was talking about in the last reading, right, where we saw the man sitting with all the cups spilled over. So it speaks to this emotional detachment, okay, letting things go, letting the past go, not repeating a cycle, okay, heading in a different direction, a new direction. But again, I feel like that's an energy that one party is really, well, both people are going their own ways and parting, right? But I feel like for someone, it's actually empowering them, this separation, okay? It's bringing them a lot of strength. And it also feels like it will open up new doors and opportunities, not just romantically, but also work-wise. And for someone else, it feels like they're going to have guilt, or they already do, guilt, shame, regret, sadness, perhaps feeling left out in the cold, perhaps anxiety and worry over this separation or over this situation, okay? Taurus, again, feels like two very different energies interacting here. Page of Rods coming up reverse again, along with that Princess of Pentacles energy that we saw in the last reading, not moving forward with someone or something, okay, was that in your, or was that, I could be confusing with Pisces, but regardless, this energy is, of not moving forward with something, either work related, perhaps some sort of new course of study, could also again be some sort of rekindling or a hope for a rekindling of a relationship. The Page of Rods coming up reverse, this is saying that is likely a no-go. Oh, and look at that 8 of Cups came, I put it back in the upright, because when the 8 of Cups was reversed, I felt like there was, that it was hard, right? Like we talk about sometimes like, oh, like, yeah, like we just walk away from the past, whatever, but it's hard to do that, okay? But ultimately, I feel like that is exactly what's going on here, okay? We do have that Page of Rods in the reverse, perhaps not engaging, not taking a chance on starting a new cycle, not moving forward with something. It may not be new. Again, it could be something that you've already, something or someone that you've already experienced in the past, but it feels like a new attempt, okay? And it doesn't feel like necessarily that you're going to go for that. We then have the Empress, because you're going for something else, okay, is what it's feeling like, that there's something else on the horizon, or something else sort of in your purview that feels a lot more attractive, feels a lot more like you, okay, with this Empress card, okay, because I feel like this is the direction that you're heading into, Taurus. So again, could be leading up to some type of engagement, okay, marriage, perhaps pregnancy. Again, not necessarily like right away, but like in the long term, I feel like working towards that. Again, there could be someone new, specifically in Aquarius, coming in, or someone who's coming, and that's the direction that y'all are heading into. The Empress energy, right, in addition to that fertile energy, it's also just could be metaphorically creating or birthing something new here, okay, in terms of could be like a new business, could just be really tapping into your creativity here with that Empress card. We have the Ace of Cups. So if you notice, right, and again, I'm going to leave that 8 of Cups like that, because ultimately I feel like that's what's happening, is this detachment. But the Ace of Cups was also reversed as well. So it's very similar to that 9 of Cups reverse that we saw in the past reading, okay? And this idea of love sort of being lost, love being let out, okay? And I feel like there is an issue of self-love here. To me, Taurus, it feels like it's very much so, it's related to the party that might experience emotional immaturity, emotional blockages, okay? Again, there's a strong element here of self-sabotage of this person, for this person, okay? And I feel like it's because there's a lack of self-love for themselves here. Feels very sad. I guess the only advice I really have sort of in situations like this is, you know, again, a lot of understanding, compassion, perhaps, you know, prayer for this person, that kind of thing, because it does seem like they might be dealing with some sort of issues or demons. Again, could be related to addiction, could very well be related to childhood kind of issues, that kind of thing. Especially as I'm saying that, I'm seeing here like this woman sort of nurturing this man or this boy that's figured on the card, right, with the Five of Pentacles here. Again, Five of Pentacles energy being an energy of feeling left out in the cold, okay? I don't know why, but I'm picking up like that this is a past sort of energy, okay? That there was a lack of nurturing, or there was issues of abandonment, again, sort of in childhood. Could also have been some monetary issues in childhood, right? Struggling with poverty, that kind of thing. Again, it feels like there are past issues sort of bubbling up to the surface that are impacting on whatever is playing out presently right now, okay? With that Five of Pentacles. And then you have the Nine of Swords, okay? And again, it's almost like, again, like I'm seeing like a series of events that has led to self-sabotage. And that's why I'm saying, you know, compassion and understanding for this person, perhaps leading by example, right? Again, not saying that you need to re-engage with them, but sort of being like, hey, look, I know it didn't work between us, but here are the things that I've done to really take care of myself, to bring myself up into a higher vibration, higher place, right? You can't force other people to do it, but you can sort of compassionately guide them or lead them or teach them, right? Because yeah, I'm just feeling like this person is, I'm almost seeing like a snowball, like snowballing down a hill, okay? Let's get a few clarifiers on the cards here for your birthday spread. Okay, there's a fire energy here that's lacking, is what I'm feeling. There's again, could be in the past, could be that someone failed to sort of take action, failed to communicate appropriately, failed to really work on something, but I'm feeling this inaction kind of energy, okay? So whether it was, again, in some sort of commitment and someone didn't really put in the work, someone didn't really live up to their end, right? For whatever reasons, I'm not placing blame necessarily, or whether this is even related to a work situation, but it does feel, which is energy, which reading was it earlier, that I almost like, it's like I saw like a campfire being smothered, okay? It feels a little bit like that in your reading, Taurus, that there's like a drain, or again, like that draining energy that we saw with the cups, okay? You have the Justice card coming up here, so could be dealing with a Libra. You may have Libra in your chart. Clarify the Ace of Cups reverse. So we have the Knight of Swords. Could definitely, again, be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, okay? Feel like, yes, again, this person struggles with issues of self-love. This person struggles with honest and truthful and open communication, okay? And the issue is that unless they deal with and address with this, they will continue experiencing tower moments in their life, right? The dissolutions of what should have been close interpersonal relationships, the dissolution of work projects or whatever, what have you, right? Because it's like issues that we deal with subconsciously, right? Or what am I trying to say? Issues that lie dormant in the subconscious, or they don't really lie dormant, right? But what I'm trying to say is if we don't actively do the self-care, right? Do whatever sort of, you know, our exercise regimen, our diet, our spiritual practices, what have you. We don't take care of ourselves. For some people, this is therapy as well, or even medication at times. We don't take care of ourselves. Those issues will still bubble up to the surface anyway, except that they will manifest in ways that we're not aware of, in ways that we can't quote unquote control, okay? And I'm not saying that you can control things. I'm just saying that if you are aware of problems that you have, right, that's one piece of it, right? Some people aren't even aware, but being aware is half of the battle. Then once you're aware, it's like, what are you gonna do about it? And that's where I feel like this person really struggles a lot, is that there's a lack of action, there's a lack of work that's put into the situation. And again, it seems like it always sort of leads to these breakdowns, these tower moments. It makes me sad for this person. Five of Pentacles, you have the Six of Pentacles, okay? So I feel like both individually, okay, and Taurus, again, you know, it feels like two very separate energies, but as we all know, we mirror each other in relationships. So it could very well be that you each are sort of struggling with this. Maybe you're just doing a little bit better at this right now, okay? Or this could be you, okay? I'm not sure. Apply it however it resonates. But with the Five of Pentacles being clarified by the Six of Pentacles, it's like, first of all, it's like this, whomever is experiencing this issue, and again, it feels related to perhaps some childhood related things. It's like they're trying to find balance, right? They're trying to come to a place of balance, a place of equanimity, of give and take, of really showing up, of putting the work in when they need to. But I feel like they're still in the process of trying to get there. And it's almost like they're really, I'm almost seeing like a seesaw. It's like they're really at that inflection point, that hinge point, that it could really go either way. Okay, so again, I feel like prayer will work very, very strongly for this person, okay? Just, you know, for them, for their own selves, okay, regardless of how the situation between the two of you will play out, for their own selves to be able to find this place of peace and this place of balance, okay, because this can't feel very good, right? Everything else. Also, I feel like because of their, we'll just say issues and personality, though I'm not trying to be like pejorative or dismissive at all, it does seem like there's issues of balance, of equal give and take in relationships or in situations, in partnerships, business partnerships, whatever that they enter into, okay? Could be very well because their energy is scattered amongst different people or amongst different things, okay? But yeah, I just feel like they're trying to come into a place of balance, or this could again be you, Taurus. And it's like the external situations, right? The relationships that exist around this person are also trying to find a place of balance, but it hinges very much so upon what this person is going to do, right? Because it, like, relationships involve at least two people, right? So we have two people's words, two people's actions, etc., going on in the situation. All right, let's clarify the Nine of Swords, and then we'll get your oracle guidance. So wow, two cards here falling up in the reverse. This is a really like only time will tell kind of energy here, okay? And you're being very discerning here, Taurus, because like you're not going to tolerate any nonsense or BS here, okay? Because you know where you're headed, which is the Six of Wands, okay? Three of Wands coming up here on the side, right? The ships coming in card, right? The knowing that I need to par down and prioritize and choose a path so that I can have success, so that I can attain all the goals that I want to attain, right? And also cultivating a sense of patience, right? And allowing divine timing to really take place. I feel like that is what this person is really needing to, this, you know, whoever this is, they would vastly benefit from, you know, a daily meditation practice. I'm like seeing that very clearly, okay, in terms of working through any issues that they have, building up their own self-love, building up their own vibration, and really putting plans into place to achieve the life that they want and achieve the goals that they want to have. Because it's like I see dreams and desires here. It's just like there's a disconnect between what they sort of can see in their mind's eye versus what they're willing to do in real life to actually make that happen, okay? So with the Nine of Swords, with the Three of Wands, it's like similarly to the Six, I feel like they're really working on this. They're working to, you know, try to alleviate any worries of any worries or thoughts of fear, okay, about the future specifically. And again, it's like I feel like if they just take more of a, it's almost like this person is being called to, and if not you, Taurus, is being called to be like introspective in a way that provides distance. I hope that makes sense, right? But it's almost like, again, which has been thematic in the readings this month too, getting a bird's eye, and thematic of that full moon in Scorpio that we had earlier this week, getting a bird's eye view, right? Sort of peeling yourself back away from a situation, getting space from it, okay? Sometimes really helps to take the quote unquote edge off, okay? If like, especially if you're dealing with something quite difficult or trying, okay? I just feel like there's an energy here of that, of like needing to, again, really cultivate a sense of patience with oneself, but also figuring out, okay, what is the plan that I'm going to use to really, you know, counteract any past issues that I might have that might be sort of coming up in the present. Okay, issues around maturity, emotional maturity, issues around communicating, issues around putting the work into, whether it's a relationship or whether it's a job, putting the work in to really get the outcome that it is that I want. Okay, so again, I really feel like prayer for this person, okay, if this is not you, and again, having a sense of patience as well as compassion. Okay, I'm going to leave that there, and we're going to get messages from your animal spirit guides, and then I think we'll do an Archangel Oracle card pull. Okay, so Spirit, what are the messages for my Taurus? We are in Taurus season right now too, so oftentimes Taurus, I do find that the reading for this season has a wider collective resonance, right? It sometimes will go beyond just the Taurus sun or sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign collective. So it could be lots of that going on too, because I'm picking up a lot of similar energy as to the full moon in Scorpio reading that I did. So I have a feeling that both your previous spread, the May monthly, as well as this now birthday spread, might actually apply more globally, okay, and not just to the Taurus. Roadrunner, keep your sense of humor and don't take things so seriously. Yeah. Because again, you're golden here, okay? It does feel like there's someone else dealing with a lot of issues. Again, it doesn't feel like it's their fault. It feels like it was issues they were saddled with in childhood. Actually makes me feel kind of bad. Not bad, but like it pulls at my heartstrings. You know, I'm such an empath. I just want to help people. So it says, keep your sense of humor and don't take things so seriously. It's so tempting to view life in all of its... can't read all of a sudden. It's so tempting to view life and all of its many manifestations, permutations, and variations as something to be taken quite seriously. Yet this is exactly the opposite of what you need to do right now. No matter what the situation, look for the humor in it. It may take time to find something, but if you look for it with this attitude in mind, you begin to see the absurdities and ironies inherent in whatever shows up in life. Even in the seemingly darkest circumstances, maintaining a healthy sense of humor about most experiences causes you to be lighter in spirit, to smile unabashedly, and to appreciate life that much more. Turn that scowl upside down by doing what makes you openly laugh. Of course, there are certain times that require a more serious demeanor. Tragedies or traumatic experiences don't call for cheerfulness and humor. When these events occur, appropriate social restrictions apply that demand the expression of emotions congruent with the circumstances. However, these instances are temporary and, like all things, will soon pass. Other than these kinds of situations, life's ironies and absurdities abound. Rather than feeling personally victimized by these vagaries, take a deep breath, see the humor in the situation, and have a good laugh. Other associations with this card, again, it's Roadrunner, are speed, agility, multitasking, intelligence, adaptability, laughter, humor, ingenuity, flexibility, communication. Okay, and that seems to be a big issue coming up here. Again, it feels more to me like it's related to the other person, but obviously in a relationship, if one person struggles with communication, it's an issue for both people, right? Courage, self-care, and again, balance, which I feel like balance is really trying to come into the situation here. And we're gonna get one more card for you guys. I don't know why I'm being called to the Archangel Raphael Health and Healing Oracle. I've only used this in one other reading so far this round. So one more Oracle card, and then I'll close out the reading for you guys. Taurus, my Taurus. I just saw meditation. I definitely feel like, you know, everyone, quite frankly, can benefit from meditation, but there's one party in particular in this reading who would, okay? Especially because of the deeply sort of seated internal issues that they have. And the card that you're getting is Prayer Works. What did I say? What did I say? Prayer Works. And it says, Dear God and Archangel Raphael, thank you for hearing and answering my prayer of, and then it says, add the details of your prayer. So you can repeat that and then add your own individual prayer, whether it's for this person, for yourself, or something else, okay? I'm going to read for this book, or read from the guidebook, and then we'll close down the reading. It says, Archangel Raphael sends this card to inspire you to increase your prayers surrounding your question. This may mean putting requests into prayer groups, such as those associated with churches or temples. It also calls for you to pray more personally and to ask your spiritually minded loved ones to join you. Hundreds of well-documented and carefully designed studies have supported the healing power of prayer and have ruled out the placebo effect. There's evidence that the more people who pray for a cause, the better the result, regardless of the type or denomination of the prayer. Raphael joins you in praying for the best possible outcome, as well as peace for everyone involved. And remember, the answer to your prayer is usually better and different from what you may expect. It says other possible meanings of this card: pray about every aspect of this situation instead of worrying. Pray, okay, and we did have that 9 of Swords, which is a worry card. So counteract that with prayer. Talk honestly with God and the angels about your fears, desires, and feelings. Ask for help and then accept assistance when it's offered. Start a prayer or support group for the issue at hand. And again, the prayer on the card states, Dear God and Archangel Raphael, thank you for hearing and answering my prayer of, and then you insert your specific prayer into that. So Taurus, those have been your May 2020 readings, as well as your bonus birthday reading. Again, a big happy birthday to all of the Tauruses who are watching. If you like this video, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so through my website. I also have a newsletter that you can subscribe to, and I co-host a podcast called The Self-Care Kickback. It is a spirituality and self-care based show available on Apple, SoundCloud, Spotify, and Anchor. If that's something that you're interested in, do feel free to check that out. All the links are listed down below in the description box. Again, thank you so much for watching, Taurus. Happy birthday again, and I hope to see you all in the next reading. Take care. Bye.